Hello guys, this is Boss Ross and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, nag-post ako sa social media accounts ko ng 2 questions para pwede nating pag-usapan. And yung first question natin is, how do you define maturity in a relationship? Then the second question is, do you believe that maturity is the key for a strong relationship? So ngayon guys, magbabasa ako ng mga sumagot dun sa questions natin. And let's see kung pare-parehas ba tayo ng mga opinion dun sa questions na pinost ko sa social media. So mag-start na tayo. Yung first natin is from Andre Francesca. So sabi niya dito, matured relationship is not based on what kind of relationship you have, but the experience itself. It's not just the love to the person, but to understand and accept all of his or her imperfections. That is why maturity in relationship works. And yung sagot niya, if the maturity is the key for a strong relationship, and sabi niya, yes. So nag-agree naman ako dito na totoo naman na hindi lang siya tungkol doon sa anong klaseng pagmamahal ang meron ka o anong klaseng relasyon ang meron ka sa isang tao. Nandun yung maturity mo as a friend, as a son, as a daughter. Siguro doon nagbe-base yung sinasabi ni Francesca, ni Andre. And sabi nga niya dito na it's not just about to love the person but to understand and accept all of his or her imperfections. For me, that's one of the best example or traits of maturity is accepting kung ano yung meron sa taong to, tanggap mo siya kung ano siya at kung anong meron sa kanya. So, yeah. Magbasa pa tayo ng susunod. So, yung second naman na sumagot sa atin is from Jing O'Connor. So, basahin natin. Maturity in love relationship is everything. First, it is the ability to base a decision about love relationship on the big picture. In general, it means being able to pass up the fun for the moment and select the course of action which will pay off later. And yung sagot niya, kung key ba yung maturity for a strong relationship, sabi niya, yes. Our next naman is from Krenz Mojica. Sabi niya dito, in relationship, maturity plays an important role, especially in decision making, vision or goals, attitude towards each other, and etc. But for me, the best definition of maturity in relationship is saying sorry even if it's not your fault. Why? It's simply because in relationship it doesn't really matter who's right or who's wrong, but who's matured enough to understand the other. You rather lose your argument than lose your relationship. Maturity makes your relationship stronger as pride destroys relationship faster. And yung sagot niya sa second question ay maturity for sure is one of the many keys in relationship. That's true. Sobrang iba naman yung pinupunto dito ni Grens na sinasabi niya na even though hindi ikaw yung may kasalanan, try to say sorry. Ang ganda nung sinabi ni Grens regarding dun sa you'd rather lose the argument rather than lose your relationship. Sobrang nag-struck sa akin yun sa sagot ni Grens. And yeah, that's true. Sa isang relationship, kailangan merong isang magpapakumbaba. And hindi naman dapat na laging ikaw yung magpakumbaba. It should be this vice versa. Kailangan yung isa din kapag medyo mainit ang ulo ni partner na ganito, ni girlfriend, ni boyfriend, kailangan pati siya mag-a-adjust. So yung sunod na sumagot sa ating questions ay si Janie. So basahin natin. Maturity is a result of countless times of putting down your own differences and start accepting that you are both imperfect individuals. Letting go of your ego. When one does not need to always be right, it takes a lot of consideration and understanding each individual's feelings. To have it acknowledged is one thing, but changing it for the better is different. Maturity is not defined with big gestures, it is with the small things that is done daily that makes matters. It is not pettiness. Maturity grows that comes with time, respect, experience, and with greater love. Sobrang lalim naman ng English nun. Pinapahirapan nyo ako bakit puro English to. So, same din naman. Halos same nung sinabi ni Andre, ni Jing, and ni Krenz na yung sinabi ni Janie na sabi niya dito, accepting the differences, understanding and consideration sa relationship and sa partner mo. And hindi lang tungkol sa malalaking gestures yung pag show mo ng maturity doon sa taong mahal mo, sa taong importante para sa'yo. Pero yung small things, pero consistent ka sa paggawa nito, sa pagbibigay nito sa kanya, or pagpapadama nito sa kanya, that is a sign of maturity. Sunod naman natin na sumagot is from Charlene. Ayan, English na naman to. So, yeah, basahin natin. Maturity in relationship for me is giving your partner enough space for himself. Learning to accept that there are times when he gives you less than what you expect, but you try to understand. And yes, based on my experience, maturity is one of the keys to a strong relationship. So iba naman yung pag-take ni Charlene regarding sa definition ng maturity sa relationship. Para sa kanya, pagbibigay ng enough space, ng personal time, yung taong mahalaga sa kanya, yun ang ibig sabihin ng isang maturity. And iniintindi mo yun, nirerespeto mo na yung taong to, meron din siyang sariling buhay and kailangan niya ng oras para sa sarili niya. That's good one. Ayan. So yung next naman natin is from Nathan. Sabi niya dito, maturity is when you now do things which you aren't expecting yourself to do for a certain person without expecting anything in return, which made yourself more patient and more understanding. So ito naman yung gusto niya sabihin is, parang may mga bagay na hindi mo nagagawa before, pero nung nandun ka na sa isang relasyon at inintindin mo yung kung anong meron kayong relasyon, may nagagawa kang bagay na hindi mo nagawa before para sa taong to, para sa taong mahalaga para sa'yo, na hindi ka nahingi ng anything na in return para sa'yo, na masaya ka lang, na binibigay mo sa kanya, masaya ka lang, na napapasaya mo siya sa bawat bagay, bawat panahon na binibigay mo sa kanya. That's true. Ayan, so sa susunod na tayo, ayan, medyo English na naman tayo, guys. Dumudugo yung ilong ko sa inyo, guys. So, sabi niya dito regarding sa maturity, maturity in love relationship is everything. Mature love partners seek new ways to help each other grow and be able to compromise each other's differences. They permit each other the freedom to pursue their individual interests without restriction. Trust is a big part of this. Then, yung sagot niya, dun sa second question, being mature helps the relationship to be strong, but it does not stop there. We need to have a good communication, respect to each other, be able to spend quality time, not quantity, sometimes spending some time apart is important as well. That's where trust comes in. We need to appreciate and accept all the negative and positive traits. Having all these things makes you and your partner mature enough to handle and build a strong relationship. So sa first answer niya, ang gusto niyang iparating is maturity is being able to help your partner to grow as a person, as an individual. And trying to compromise your differences. Yun nga yung sabi din ng previous na sumagot na accepting the differences, the imperfections of your partner, of your boyfriend, of your girlfriend. Then yung second answer niya is maturity is one of the keys, pero there are a lot of things to reconsider or to consider to build a strong and healthy relationship. Good job.